Thank you, God, for this beautiful life. Thank you, breathe, for keeping me alive. Thank your heart for every steady beat. Thank you, eyes, for the world I meet. Thank you, ears, for music and sound. Thank you, hands, for love I spread around.
Thank you, legs, for moving me ahead. Thank you, mind, for every thought it led.
Thank you, body, for supporting me through. Thank you, soul, for guiding me through.
Thank you, mom, for love and care. Thank you, dad, for strength you share. Thank you, siblings, for fun and fight. Thank you, partner, for love so bright. Thank you, children, for smiles so sweet. Thank you, grandparents, for values deep.
Thank you, home, for safety and grace. Thank you, kitchen, for food I embrace. Thank you, bed, for peaceful sleep.
Thank you, roof, for shelter I keep.
Thank you, friends, for joy and trust. Thank you, teachers, for guidance just. Thank you, neighbors, for help so small.
Thank you, believers who stood through all.
Thank you, hurt, for lessons it gave. Thank you, colleagues, for work we pay.
Thank you, clients, for meaning I find. Thank you, all bonds, for shaping my mind.
Thank you, pets, for pure love free. Thank you, strangers, for smiles to me.
Thank you, work, for purpose and pride. Thank you, income, for life supply.
Thank you, clients, for trust you show. Thank you, bank, where blessings grow.
Thank you, money, for flowing to me. Thank you, skills, for raising my feet.
Thank you, dreams, for pushing me high. Thank you, mistakes, for making me wise.
Thank you, freedom that's on my way. Thank you, universe, for wealth each day.
Thank you, sun, for daily light. Thank you, moon, for peace at night.
Thank you, rain, for life you bring. Thank you, trees, for shade and spring.
Thank you, birds, for song so clear. Thank you, wine, for touch so dear.
Thank you, earth, for being my base. Thank you, water, for life you trace.
Thank you, mountains, tall and still. Thank you, oceans, deep and real.
Thank you, body, strong and fine. Thank you, immunity, power divine.
Thank you, cells, for healing fast. Thank you, sleep, for rest that lasts.
Thank you, food, for nourishment true. Thank you, choices that keep me new.
Thank you, exercise, for strength each day. Thank you, laughter, my healing way.
Thank you, doctors, for care you give. Thank you, life, for the chance to live.
Thank you, goals, for guiding me right. Thank you, failures, for inner light.
Thank you, courage, for moving ahead. Thank you, efforts, for strength they spread.
Thank you, mentors, for path you show. Thank you, patience, for helping me grow.
Thank you, hard work, soft and kind. Thank you, patience, calming the mind.
Thank you, tears, for cleansing me so. Thank you, smiles, for inner glow.
Thank you, feelings, for making me whole. Thank you, heart, my loving soul.
Thank you, faith, for holding me strong. Thank you, meditation, all day long.
Thank you, divine, for guiding my way. Thank you, prayers answered each day.
Thank you, gurus, for truth you share. Thank you, inner voice, always there. Thank you, devotion, keeping me pure.
Thank you, peace, forever sure.
Thank you, gratitude, filling my day.
Thank you, karma, showing the way.
Thank you, child, for morning star. Thank you, royalties, warm from the heart.
Thank you, hugs, for comfort deep. Thank joy I keep.
Thank you, laughter with friends so dear. Thank you, memories bringing me near.
Thank you, mobile, for connection wide. Thank you, music, soothing inside.
Thank you, travels for views so new. Thank you, nights calm and true.
Thank you, day, for chance again. Thank you, opportunities beyond my ken.
Thank you, mistakes for lessons clear. Thank you, journeys far and near.
Thank you, people, each one a guide. Thank you, me, for growing inside.
Thank you, life, a precious gift.
Thank you, universe, for every uplift.